1, 2, 3, you have it.
Good afternoon, Mwanyagitinge community. Nakimogenderete, Oyo Hulda Omesa Momanyi, Mwanyagitinge president. I am here with the executive team. To my right, we have the Honorable Mr. VP Amenya Amenya. To my left, we have the Honorable Organizing Secretary, Dr. Omare. And then to the far left of me, we have the new Secretary Mwanyagitinge. This is the official announcement that we have the new Secretary Mwanyagitinge, Mr. Officer Nyaikondo. Thank you so much for being here today. And what we want to do is to highlight what we've done, what is coming down the pipeline, and to encourage our people to participate as well. So I'm going to go ahead and take the opportunity to seriously thank my team here for a job well done to organize all of these events and to support our community during this difficult time. And I'm going to relinquish the mic to my Vice President, Mr. Amenya Amenya, to give a quick update on how things have been going on, especially with our efforts of COVID-19. Mr. Amenya.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Madam President, and thank you so much, the whole team. I think we, as Mwanyagitinge, we have tried to do much to our community, and for today I want to talk only specifically relating to the vaccination, which we have just had the second jab today. Yeah, our people have done very well. Our community outside there, we thank you so much for showing up for the last vaccination. Today we had the second one. Thank you, a good number have shown up. We really appreciate. Above all, we really appreciate the partners. We really appreciate the Hennepin County, the city of Broken Park, and other community organizations such as AMWAG and some of them which have been partnering with us. So we had been very successful. Essentially, we were looking to vaccinate 200 members. That was our goal for the first vaccination. But as I can tell you in our records, we showed we did more than 250. And again today, as our record shows, we have also got a good turn-up. Although some have said that already got a second vaccination through other organizations. So we are doing well, and we are very encouraged. We are hoping to finish by 4:30, something like that, or 4 o'clock. So still more people are flowing in, and we are really appreciating. So if I can say, yesterday, AMWAG, in partnership to Mwanyagitinge and the county and the city of Broken Park, they gave the first dose of the vaccine. So, and for any chance, if you manage to miss a second dose today, we'll be just trying to follow up with AMWAG and other communities. So we'll be directing you guys, whoever missed a second dose, so that you can go in and get your second dose. So we as Mwanyagitinge, we are advocating for the vaccination. Purely, we have seen what has happened, and that's the goal of the federal state, the federal government, and the ultimate goal of the state. Ultimate goal for healthcare and public health is everyone to get vaccinated. And sincerely speaking, since our people started getting a vaccine, we are seeing lower cases of COVID, and even the severity of the disease is not that much as the way it was before the vaccination. So we are encouraging whoever is having some phobia and all that, the vaccine is good. It has been tested, and most people have taken it, and we have not seen any big problem. So we're encouraging you guys, come out, please, come out and get vaccinations. We'll be on alert to see other opportunities which are coming out, and we will update you as we go by. Lastly, I will also take this time to thank our media houses. Yeah, of course, you have done a good job to try to market this issue, and people are getting the information in time. I think that's what I can offer for now, and thank you so much. I think I will to you, Madam President. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Mr. VP. Again, as you can tell, for our community to have such a big turnout, that means that this team is really working and driving that effort in getting the community the information that they need. Next, I'm going to hand it over to our organizing secretary, Dr. Omare.
Hello. Thank you, Madam President, my Vice President, my Honorable Secretary. Welcome to the field. I think I'm very excited that we're here today. It's been a journey. We have started. We started our office when the conditions were not very good. But we thank God that through the partnership and your support, we have been able to do a few things, and we believe there are more things to come. As you can see, all of us today are smiling because we are fully vaccinated. As the government said, or as the governor said, if you are fully vaccinated, you do not need to wear masks. I feel free. I mean, the air is good, we are breathing good. So my encouragement is also to everyone out there who has not been vaccinated. Please show up and get vaccinated to liberate you from what you are wearing. I think it's very uncomfortable to work with masks all around, especially now that the weather is becoming nice and we want to run outside. So when you are jogging, make sure you are fully vaccinated and you take the mask off. Number two, I also want to encourage our members. You know, what we do is a job that we volunteer 100%. We want to encourage more people. There is a lot of work that we can do. We need our members to come forth. We have our youth now that the schools have closed. We have our nurses out there. We have all different members in the community who will give us different expertise on different fields. COVID was one of the things that we have done, but we are here to do more things. So when we gather together with your information, with your input, we will want to do more. And as a community, I think the sky is our limit. I think there are many opportunities out here that we never realized. Now that we're in the office, we're seeing a lot of opportunities. Our kids need to be exposed to these opportunities. Our young, our old, our mothers who have come to stay with us needs these opportunities. I think COVID was a blessing in disguise. We have gotten so many, and we have gotten to know so many people. So those who are willing to come out and volunteer, please do contact our office. We are open through our email, through our phones. Even if you call me on my personal number, whenever we meet, please let's all work together. And I think COVID took some of our members away. Before this came on, before we realized it. But I think since we started getting our vaccination, I've never had an experience, or we have never experienced somebody dying from this COVID vaccination. So let's forget about that myth that somehow this is something that is designated to eliminate or cripple or make some people, before giving extreme observations that it might even kill you biologically in terms of what, those are myths that are not true. I hope we are going to continue meeting more, expect more from us, because we are really excited. And now that the COVID is slowed down, we're coming full force. So let me stop here and yield back to Madam President. And if there's anything else that we can add, we can do it later on. Thank you very much, Madam President. And thanks for the good job that you're doing and your team and Mr. Kebuato. You know, an example of a volunteer is Mr. Kebuato. We don't pay him. We don't do anything for him. We don't even ask him to come. These are the kind of examples that we need in our community. Please give your time to the community and you'll appreciate it later on. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Organizing Secretary Dr. Mare. I just want to add one more thing. He talked about participation. As much as we need volunteers, we also need our Mwanyegetinge as a whole in Minnesota to register. Please register, because when you register, you give us the power to go out here and seek the resources to bring to the community. So I know that a lot of individuals who've come and received the vaccinations have been asking, how do we register? Please reach out to any of these people sitting on this table and we will assist you to register, because that means that we are able to give accurate data, and when we give accurate data, we get more trust from not only the city, the county, the state, you name it. They look to us for resources when they're available. So it's very important that we register and we get our voice heard through registration. Next, I'm going to hand it over to the one and only and the newly appointed Mwanyagetinge Secretary, Mr. Officer. Mr. Yes, Officer.
General.
Asante sana. I'm coming to you and saying thank you for giving me the opportunity to serve in this capacity to this community. And I rejoice and obviously hopeful that I will also encourage others to step up and do the same. I'm glad we have done this COVID project. We've been successful, and this is kind of gives us a foot up to do whatever things that we plan to do in the future. And to that, I'll talk about a little bit about creating Mwanyagetinge to be a learning organization. Right. So we have every aspect in our community. We have our professionals, like I'll say here, we have nurses, we have teachers among us, and then also we have like the media personnel here, Mr. Kibwato. All this adds value to our community. But how do we kind of create more capacity for us to thrive? It's by you and I taking what we have done here successfully and kind of building on those, being those are the foundations we build. Now, they talked about registration, membership. That number, so I'll give you a scenario here. If you are a registered member of a Republican Party or Democrat Party, the resources that come to you, your city, is because you registered as a member to that party, so that they know we have these members you are serving here. So same thing to apply to Mwanyagetinge. When we represent you as a voice, we are representing entities or things that our community want. Now let me, item happens in that month, That's kind of what Mwanyagetinge will kind of go through that season. We go in schools buying the first present for their family member. How do we register kids for new school here? So it's possible. Why? Because we have professionals in here that work for those entities. They can bring those resources of our community. To that, thank you. Again, I will return back.
Thank you so much. Talking about the committee to run the benevolent program. Members to register for each committee, and then they will drive the agenda for each committee, and then together we move our community forward. Lastly, I want to take this opportunity to give apologies on behalf of our treasurer, Madam Joyce Ontere. She was not able to join us today, but she's here in spirit. She is our treasurer. She has been doing a fantastic job making sure that our financial assets are being, taken care of, and we are wisely, spending our financial assets correctly. So with that said, once again, I want to take this time to really, thank this team, because again, as the organizing secretary said, this is a volunteer job. We're not getting paid to do this, and the time that we are sacrificing to serve you, it's really sometimes can take a toll on ourselves, on our families. So we want to thank the community for giving us humble time to serve you, and we continue to ask you to continue to support us, because when we have your support, we can move faster and we can bring the programming that you want to see. And thank you so much, Mr. Kibwato and KDR TV, for always partnering with Mwanyagetinge. And like the secretary said, this type of volunteering is what we are looking for. Community members who are experts in areas, who are willing to come in to serve this community, is what we are looking for. And there is no shortage of the need of volunteers that we need. So once again, we had a very successful vaccination event. But again, going back to Mr. VP, Our numbers are big. Right now, we have a full 1,500 registered Mwanyagitinge members, and we only reached 250. What does that say? That says that we still have a lot of work to do in terms of getting more of our community vaccinated. So reach out to us. We will be partnering with other organizations to carry out additional vaccination events, and then also, parallel to that, bring in other programming that are continue to move our organization forward. So from my team and I, thank you so much. Thank you for everything that you're doing for us. We want to appreciate all of you. Thank you.